Daniel Farke is under increasing pressure at Leeds United as a result of what has been a difficult start to their return to Premier League football. Leeds lost 3-1 to Nottingham Forest last time out, and have now lost 4 of their last 5 games, leading to question marks about the manager's position. The Peacocks have now dropped to 16th in the table, just 1 point above West Ham and 2 above Nottingham Forest, as they are at risk of falling into the relegation zone. 3 of their 4 teams below Leeds in the table have already made managerial changes this season, and they could follow in a desperate bid to avoid relegation. Farke could have been sacked by Leeds in the summer amid concerns about his record in the top flight, but they opted to stick with him, and are now in a tricky position. Mick Brown told Football Insider on 10th of November that Farke could soon be sacked by Leeds, with fans calling for his head after a string of disappointing displays. There is a growing feeling that if Leeds drop into the bottom 3, and become at risk of being cut off by their rivals, a decision will have to be made about the manager. That is according to former Man United and Sunderland chief scout Brown, who remains very well connected within the game, as he exclusively told Football Insider that Leeds are determined to stay in the Premier League by any means necessary. Leeds are going to have to make a decision, he told Football Insider. I think there are a few problems going on, and it's not just the manager, but ultimately if they're not getting results, it always falls back on the manager. It's not been the worst start for them, they're not in the relegation zone at the moment, but the teams below them have started to pick up points. At the same time, they've hit a rocky patch, so all of a sudden they're getting dragged into trouble. If that happens, that's when I would expect them to make a decision, if they're in the relegation zone, not picking up points, and those above them are, because if they're at risk of being cut adrift, something will have to change. Their priority is to stay in the Premier League, so if they get to a stage where they're at serious risk of going down, that will probably force their hand. Sources told Football Insider in May that Farke could have walked away from Leeds prior to the start of the 2025-26 season following speculation over his future. Leeds planning to back Farke in January. Despite the building pressure on the manager's position, plans are being put in place to bolster his squad in the January transfer window, with their issues made clear. Football Insider revealed on 7th of September that Leeds are concerned about their attacking options, and are planning to add to their squad in the mid-season window. This comes after Brown warned Football Insider on 16th of September that Leeds are in big trouble as a result of their lack of firepower and are at growing risk of being relegated. A new winger and striker are believed to be on their radar ahead of the transfer window, after failing to get deals done in the closing stages during the summer. Meanwhile, Football Insider revealed that Farke is concerned about his Leeds squad and had hoped to do more when the window was still open.